Before we get into this video, man, if y'all haven't checked out my tier list videos, I advise y'all to go check them out. It's some of the most exciting videos that I've made. I enjoy making them, trying to get back into them. The ones that's out already, I got a tier list video on Playboi Carti songs, cover art. Y'all go check that out, man. I'm telling y'all, it will not waste y'all time. You get hella tier list videos on YouTube all the time that's like 30 minutes, an hour. That's just ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? But I minimize, I cut my shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think y'all should check it out, man. I really need to plug them. And, you know, because for one, first of all, those videos take a long ass time to record, edit. You know, I put a lot of work to those videos. So I'm trying to get as much attention on those videos as possible. So if y'all go over there, just check it out, man. Show some support, like, comment, share on those videos. And yeah, man, let's get into this video. So Nicki Minaj dropped her long-awaited sequel to the Pink Friday album back on her birthday, back on December 8th. And just a little history, just a little disclaimer, I'm no way a follower of Nicki Minaj. I've never kept up with her career, so it's not much insight that I have, but she is music to my childhood. Growing up, living with my mom, her music was just always playing, just like many other acclaimed artists. So in my mind, all I know is that she is the blueprint. She is the standard for many female rap artists that came after her. So I know that much of her, and while I'm well aware of her original Pink Friday album, this sequel is the actual first listen that I've ever gave to any of her records, any of her albums. And right off the bat, there are some good things that I have to say about this album. I do enjoy her more melodic singing songs. I feel like there's more progression there, there's more life to those songs, more life, more creative flair. I really enjoy that intro. I kind of wish that most of this album was like that. I know rapping is like her strong suit, is what people really appreciate her for. Just like what Nicki Snapped's sister said on his stream. You know, I feel like many people were very unappreciative of her voice, her singing capabilities. And when it comes to songs like that on this record, I think she delivers, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this should have been the reoccurring theme throughout this whole album. This should have been the tone of this whole album. You know what I'm saying? Just have a soft spot in most places where you would get the more aggressive rap from Nicki Minaj. So I don't know much of Nicki Minaj albums like that. This is really the first album that I sit down and checked out. So let me know in the comments if there are any albums where she kind of just expresses this more vulnerability, more singing tone in, you know, throughout the entire album. Let me know down below if there's an album like that in her discography that I could check out on my own time. I don't know, her rapping style is just not appealing to me as much. Don't get me wrong, I believe every word she says, you know what I'm saying? She definitely have that energy. I can feel her passion through her raps. I can. Sometimes that straightforwardness and that what you want to call it, braggadocious type rap, it's not always there for me at times. I guess the best way to put it is that sometimes things on this album can be a little too generic, and I think that sums it up right there for me in this album. I feel like it wasn't as unconventional as I would hope, you know what I'm saying, at its very core. It feels like there were things at the tip of the tongue, but it didn't really reach where it needs to be. That sounded so fucking nasty. So I ain't gonna lie, there are a lot of filler tracks. Once again, I kind of wish Nicki would have stayed on that singing path throughout this whole album. I feel like I would have breezed through this album without any trouble as much, just to see another side of Nicki. Overall though, I just want to see what the hype was about with this album. I know Nicki Minaj was supposed to drop way back sometime in November, but she had to postpone it for something. Once I heard Nicki Minaj was dropping, I was like, you know, I gotta check it out. I gotta be open-minded and be ready for an album like Nicki Minaj. I never talk about Nicki Minaj on this channel, so you know, it's the first time for everything. You know, another thing, you know, I've always been that underground guy, you know what I'm saying? It's where I started listening to music, you know what I'm saying? It's what inspired me to create this channel, you know what I'm saying? I came from the artists like X, Juice, Ski Mask, Slump God, Lil Uzi, Playboi Carti, you know, those artists, you know what I'm saying? That's how I got my introduction into, you know, just being such a music head and learning about the industry and, you know, so on and so forth. So when it ever comes to like the top of the top type of artist, like the mainstream type of artist, I don't necessarily always look forward to their music. My interest just never lies within those type of artists, for real. And I just feel like I've always been more interested in the people who can replace these artists, you know what I'm saying, who can take the throne, or you know, where the torch is going to be passed on to. And like I said, growing up as a kid, the same few artists as I mentioned, you know, their music was always playing around the house, so I had that glimpse into the artist. It was like there was nothing else that I could ever listen to, you know. I was only exposed to that world of music. And don't get me wrong, it's always interesting to see what they can do now that they're older, but at the same time, it's like I kind of deter and I kind of just look for someone else. Look at, like I said, who can dethrone this artist, who can be the next J. Cole, the next Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, Future. The list goes on and on. And it's funny because the only top of the top mainstream artist, as I say, that I look forward to constantly is honestly Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's my favorite artist of all time, so you know, there's the bias there. But I ain't gonna lie, like even now, bro, like this album that Kanye West about to drop, I don't really know if it's gonna be like that for too long, that I'm gonna be waiting for something new from Kanye or expecting something great from Kanye ever again, because this new record that he's gonna put out with Ty Dolla $ign, this collab shit, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not that excited, you know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna check it out, you know what I'm saying, because you know, it's Kanye West, but I'm not that excited because first off, I mean, I feel like this album is already giving Donda vibes. If you don't know, if I never mentioned it on my channel, I wasn't a big fan of Donda. I didn't like that album. I don't like when Kanye just let his features kind of just run the entire album, and it's like when you get to the bottom of the album, you don't even realize that this is a Kanye album. And with everything that's going on with Kanye, you know, you can kind of hint that there's gonna be another political spill on this album, which is something that I'm not too excited about. I don't really want to listen to that much. So yeah, Laura's piece of me that's not interested for this Vultures album, but I still will check it out. I still want to know what else he got cooked up with Cardi. You know what I'm saying? Cardi just dropped another single, another surprise single. The beat on that thing was great. It was nice, produced by Kanye and 2 other producers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that song got me kind of hyped for another Cardi and Kanye collab. I ain't gonna lie. So knowing that Cardi is gonna be on the Vultures album, that's probably one of the biggest things, probably the biggest thing I'm looking forward to, honestly. Everything else, not so much, as I said. But and briefly for a moment, I just want to just touch on the little media shit that's going on with Ye. You got the 10-minute clip, you know what I'm saying, that's going crazy. Half of the time I was watching it, it was pretty jarring to understand what the fuck he was saying half of the time. But if you watch that whole video, right, the thing that I'm stuck on, just these people in the crowd, like, why are they there? Like, what? I mean, hey, honestly though, if you want to know my honest opinion, hey, we know why they were there. You know what I'm saying? They wanted that bread. They wanted that money. That's the real reason why them girls were there dick eating like that on Kanye. But Kanye, he did not give a fuck, bro. No matter how many compliments you were showering him with, bro, he kicked the girl out, bro. The girl was saying all types of nice stuff to him, praising him like he was God or whatever. And then you got that one girl that's you got that one girl that screamed out, "You ain't God," and then he was like, "Shut up before you get ass out." Like, that shit took me out. But it's just like, if you looked at that whole setting in that video, bro, the shit looked like a comedy club. I cannot lie to you. The whole shit looked like a comedy club. You got hecklers just blurring shit out. It's just at this point, there's no need to really challenge Kanye on anything, bro. If you're challenging him, bro, you're doing it for some type of gain. You're doing it for some type of attention. I'm telling you. It's just very jarring to just process. But me, myself, I don't even know what to think of it. It's just weird. It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just typical media shit. All I'm here is to talk about is the music strictly. Just the music, because that's all I care about. That's what enjoys me. Like, this media shit, it can get messy. It can become unfun to even talk about. So that's why this channel just don't get involved in it. And like, it's funny that I mentioned Kanye and Nicki Minaj in the same video, because they even had a little exchange. No beef or nothing, but it was just, you know, Kanye wanted a song to be clear with Nicki Minaj on it, and pretty much Nicki Minaj shut it down, said the trains left that station. From the bit that I saw, Kanye was just mentioning how he was there for certain parts of her career, blah blah blah. I didn't really see the whole thing. I don't really care. I just want to briefly just, you know, throw this in here in the video, because, you know, I'm talking about Kanye. But y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think about everything I talk about here. It was a lot, you know what I'm saying? What did the barbs, you know what I'm saying? What y'all think about my opinion on the Nicki Minaj album? First time listening to a Nicki Minaj album. What y'all think about the Cardi song? What y'all think about Ye and everything going on with Ye? Y'all excited for his album Vultures? I appreciate all y'all for watching. Y'all like the video, subscribe, share the video. Roll the 500 subscribers, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.